Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Now it's Richardson. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. On the ground, here's Richardson again. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. To throw on second down. Green, he finds his man, complete. It's Hodges. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Green eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kalijah Cansey in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Green. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll keep it on the ground. Short. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Ritter back to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Myles Garrett in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 43. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
To throw is Green. To throw on 2nd down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw. Green. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double cover, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They run with Richardson, and he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 3. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 3rd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Green. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Green now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Hunter Henry brings it in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Ritter. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. They'll run on 1st down. It's short, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd down, Ritter. He finds his man, complete. That's short. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 3rd and 4. Ritter to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Norman. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. And here's Green on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Hodges. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Here's Richardson. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The Panthers at 11-1 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
A throw over the middle taken in. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle they go. Richardson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Green. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31-32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And able to get this out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others?
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This 2nd and 4. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. Shedding through the defense. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mims in motion left. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Working from the gun, Ritter. This complete to Henry over the middle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. That is caught. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Ritter trying to get them up to the line here in a hurry. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, short. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It's taken to the 26. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Green throwing middle, and it's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And here's Green on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Richardson. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
We'll start up at TIAA Bank Stadium in Jacksonville,
where it was the Jaguars who pick up the win at home. Jaden Reed, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, we take the long trip across the country, about as far as you can go. Check on the Seahawks in Seattle. And it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. Travis Etienne, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Justin Herbert leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Green, complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
They'll try the left side. It's Richardson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. Green. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 5.
Now a toss to Richardson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Green. Over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Green now, throwing on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. the middle they go. Richardson. And a nice run there, going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 16. 3rd down and 1. They'll run again with Richardson. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
72 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richardson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown!
Jamar Chase,
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
and the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ritter.
Short pass caught by Henry, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation, turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Extra point right down the middle, and it is 28-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Green on 1st down.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Richardson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
84 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
The offense on 3rd down tonight. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Curtis Hodges
from 3 yards out.
And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now comes Tampa Bay. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway, but the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, they've they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And the Panthers coming out now. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Quick completion here to Johnson. Touchdown, Panthers. Deontay Johnson from 17 yards out. And the Panthers stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it is 42-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Ritter now on 2nd down.
Open man, the tight end, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one, but they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Ritter now.
Short pass caught by Henry. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. On 1st down, Richardson
Down to about the 45. 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richardson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. It's Richardson.
Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll try the left side. Richardson. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
123 yards rushing now as he's done it on 22 carries.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Richardson. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the Panthers, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.